Welcome to War India News Hour. Protecting your applications and businesses from security threats is the need of the hour. Technology is creating and will continue to evolve and increase the impact of social and civic innovations. With technology, we will see new accountability tools and platforms to raise voices to counter societal ills, be it in leaderships, businesses and other faculties. We must, however, be careful so that these innovations themselves are not used to negatively impact end users. Such issues like privacy and use of data must be taken on in a way that users are protected and not exposed to cybercrime and data breaches that so often occur now. AI and ML are taking the center stage, but the problem with AI and machine learning is not the sci-fi scenario of AI taking over the world and not needing inferior humans. The problem is that we are becoming more and more dependent on machines and hence more susceptible to bugs and system failures. This is hardly a new phenomenon. That is, once a major part of schooling was devoted to, for example, penmanship and mental arithmetic, which have been superseded by technical means. But with the tremendous growth in the amount of information, education is more focused on how to retrieve required information rather than remembering things, resulting not only in less actual storage but less depth of knowledge and the lack of ability to make connections between disparate bits of information, which is the basis of creativity. However, in the past, humankind has always developed a more advanced technology to overcome limitations of whatever technology was current, and there is no reason to believe that it will be different this time also. Applications are the most valuable assets of any organization in the digital age. More powerful data, more connected apps and more work out of the cloud in today's digital age means increased levels of vulnerabilities for your businesses. Protecting your applications and your business from ever-pervasive security threats require integrated security solutions to defend critical areas of risk. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Foundation stone laid in Greater Noida for a mega data center to come up. Yogi Adityanath, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, on Sunday laid the foundation stone for a 6,000 crore data center project to be built in Greater Noida's Sector Knowledge Park 5. Work on the project is scheduled to begin in January and is estimated to be completed in 5 years. The building will house data centers for Google, Microsoft, Facebook and other such companies. The project will create 500 jobs in the city in its initial years. IBM sells $1 trillion hybrid cloud opportunity by accelerating digital push. IBM is striving to put the country on the global innovation map by leveraging the power of technologies like artificial intelligence, cloud and cognitive computing, said Vishwanathan Ramaswamy, VP Cloud and Cognitive Software and Services, IBM India and South Asia. He further said, "We are redefining our future as a hybrid cloud platform and AI company. Over the last few years, we have built a solid foundation for hybrid cloud." RTGS to be round the clock starting from tomorrow, that is December 1st. RBI Governor Shaktikant Das said that the RTGS system of fund transfer will be available round the clock from December. Under RTGS, the minimum transfer amount is Rs 2 lakhs and the facility is available only during working hours of banks. With this, India will be one of the very few countries globally with a 24/7, 365 large value real-time payment system, Mr. Das said after the meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee. Serum Institute is threatening to file 100 crore case against the volunteer. A 40-year-old Chennai man who was a volunteer for the third phase of the COVID vaccine trial conducted by the Serum Institute has claimed Rs 5 crores as compensation for a serious adverse event after being administered the under-trial vaccine. He was administered the dose at Chennai's Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research on October 1st. But on October 26th, he was discharged from hospital after suffering from an acute encephalopathy that the notice claims was an extreme side effect of the test vaccine. As per Serum, the volunteer's medical condition may be different as there was absolutely no correlation with the vaccine trial and the medical condition of the volunteer. Experts say before giving the vaccination, all the parameters must have been checked. Now, Serum is getting ready to file a Rs 100 crore defamation suit against the surviving patient. About 5.4 lakh businesses are on risk for losing GST registration. About 5.43 lakh businesses that have defaulted for the last 6 months or more risk losing their GST registration. As per the Revenue Department official, a high-level meeting with officers was conducted where they were asked to follow up with defaulting taxpayers for filing November returns by the end of the month. Taxpayers were required to file their return for the transactions done in October in the 5 days starting 20th of November. Microsoft Teams to stop working for millions from today. Microsoft Teams is undergoing a big change with the popular web conferencing service set to stop working on Internet Explorer 11. On Monday, November 30th, the web-based version of Microsoft Teams will stop working with IE 11. So if you are an Internet Explorer fan, you will have to switch to Microsoft Edge to use Teams in a browser. It will stop working for millions of people tomorrow with the hugely popular video conferencing service losing capability with a major browser. Anti-drone system for armed forces is ready with DRDO. The Defense Research and Development Organization has designated Bharat Electronics as the lead agency for development and production of the much-needed anti-drone system for the armed forces. Anti-drone systems are now a part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's security detail at his residence, and portable ones will be part of his car cavalcade. This has been made mandatory as there has been a drone threat since the beginning of 2020. A new AI web app can help you to write your own poems. Google has been working on AI-based technology for quite some time. So, if you have only one nice opening line for your haiku, this new AI-based web app by the Mountain View-based giant can help you add the other 2 lines automatically. As per Google, it is an experimental AI-powered muse that helps you compose poetry inspired by classic American poets. Google integrated a combination of 2 machine learning models, that is a generator trained on well-acclaimed poetry and a second model that helps you decide which verse will fit your poem. Several top startups reported of data leaks over the past few months. The growing startups which have access to millions of users through their innovations into AI and big data haven't been able to stay away from the threat of cyber attacks. From Big Basket to Unacademy to Dunzo to White Hat Junior are the Indian startups reported data leaks over the past few months. This is because of the rapid digital shift that has worked wonders for startups, but they also increasingly face the threat of cyber attacks. A 16-year-old girl crosses 100 million followers on TikTok. A 16-year-old star and an avid dancer recently became the first to hit 100 million followers on TikTok. She was making dance videos from her bedroom and was quite rapidly gained 1 million followers on TikTok and has reached the number before many other popular social media stars who came into the industry before her, and that is really a big thing. D'Amelio has gained 99 million followers on the app where she posted cool dance videos. COVID update. India's coronavirus cases has breached the 94 lakhs mark, with 41,810 new cases in the last 24 hours, taking the country's total number of COVID-19 cases to 93,92,919. The death toll due to the disease rose to 1,36,696 with 496 more deaths. The number of active cases of COVID-19 stood at 4,53,956, while 88,02,267 people have recovered from the disease so far. To conclude, we will continue to use technology to solve the problems as the technology keeps innovating, but the new fixes will bring new issues. Every design solution creates a new design problem, and so it is the way we build our global networks. The highly technological societies have to be iterative if they hope to compete, and the societies that have experienced democracy will move to curb the slide to authoritarianism that social media has accelerated. Those curbs will bring about their own unintended consequences, however, which will start the cycle anew. Every second, the cores of AI are getting polished to find out newer solutions. More users use the algorithms, the best results are expected to come. With the biggest advance will be the use of artificial intelligence to fight disinformation, deepfakes, and the like. There are AI arms race between those spreading disinformation and those fighting or preventing it. Overall, the latter is gaining the upper hand. Fake news is more and more used to manipulate a person's opinion. This war of information is becoming so important that it can influence democracy and the opinion of people before the vote in an election, for instance. Privacy no longer exists, and yet the concept of privacy still dominates social policy debates. The real issue is autonomy of the individual. I should own my digital identity, the online expression of myself, not the corporations and governments that collect my interactions in order to channel my behavior. Approaches to questions of ownership of digital identity cannot shift until the realization occurs that autonomy is the central question, not privacy. So beware and stay safe from all the adversaries. With this, let's wind up for the day. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.